Hey, it's Alex. This is Make It Good. And I just got an email that Criterion has announced their March 2023 releases. So I thought I would pull up the email without having seen it yet and see what's coming out. So I'm really excited to see what comes out in March and take it away. So let's see here. All right. Let's see. A nightmarish odyssey into the deepest realms of the unconscious mind. A wuxia whirlwind from a master of the heroic tragedy, and a singular anti-romantic comedy from a trailblazing director. Plus, a bitter, noirish cocktail of maternal sacrifice and fierce ambition. Okay, if I had to guess, that noirish cocktail of maternal sacrifice and fierce ambition is probably Mildred Pierce. We'll see if I'm right. And of course, right now, as of this filming, discs are 30% off until December 18th. So that's the beginning of the email they sent out. So let's go. Okay. So I saw David Lynch. That was the first thing I saw. Let me click on that. Inland Empire. Have not seen it. So this is actually, I do want to end up getting all of the David Lynch films in my collection. As of right now, I think the only ones I'm missing are actually the earliest ones, Eraserhead and Elephant Man. I wanted to get a copy of Elephant Man during the November sale, but the copy that Barnes & Noble had was not in good shape. And Eraserhead I had recently seen, so I wasn't in a hurry to get that one. I ended up picking up both Blue Velvet and Lost Highway. So, but Inland Empire, I know Laura Dern's in it. I know not a lot of people were crazy about it, especially like the way it was shot. But this is good. This is yet another David Lynch film. I think this is closing the gap for David Lynch. I think Short Story and Dune might be the only two left. So yeah, that's cool. I like that. I didn't think we'd be getting another David Lynch film so fast. Awesome. Yeah, let's see. So what's the next one? I can only see the top of the image. It's John Woo, Last Hurrah for Chivalry. Not familiar with this one. Let me see here. Before he became known as the master of bullet-riddled heroic tragedy, John Woo sharpened his trademark themes and kinetic action choreography with this whirlwind wuxia spectacle. Unaware they are caught in a deadly game of deception, a pair of rambunctious swordsmen join forces to help a nobleman in his quest for vengeance. Paying thrilling homage to his mentor, martial arts innovator Chang She, Wu delivers both bravura swordplay set pieces and bloodstained interrogation of the meaning of brotherhood and honor in a world in which loyalty is bought and sold. That sounds awesome. I didn't go through the special features in Inland Empire, so I'll do that in a second. But what do we got in here? So this is Spine 1174. We're getting a 2K digital restoration, 5.1 surround DTS HD. Uncompressed monaural soundtracks. It'll be English dubbed, although generally I don't watch foreign films English dubbed. I will if they're animated. I won't if it's live action. An audio interview with John Woo. That's cool. New interview with Grady Hendrix, author of These Fists Break Bricks. Trailer and an English subtitle translation. Not a crazy amount of special features, but respectable. And then, of course, an essay by scholar Aaron Hanju Magnan Park. It's only coming out in Blu-ray, regular $40 MSRP. Cool. I out of the Criterion Collection, I don't have any wuxia films. Dragon Inn looks really good, and I was thinking about picking it up at one point. They didn't have it the last time I was there. Last couple of times I was there, actually. I may get it in the flash sale. But yeah, wuxia films are definitely lacking in my collection. Let me go back to Inland Empire real quick. let me read this. So, Strange, What Love Does. By the way, this is Spine 1175. The Role of a Lifetime, a Hollywood Mystery, A Woman in Trouble. David Lynch's first digitally shot feature makes visionary use of the medium to weave a vast meditation on the enigmas of time, identity, and cinema itself. Featuring a tour de force performance from Laura Dern as an actor on the edge, this labyrinthine dream factory nightmare tumbles down an endless series of unfathomably interconnected rabbit holes as it takes viewers on a hallucinatory odyssey to the deepest realms of the unconscious mind. So those special features, I promise I'll do better in future months, but special features for this one. We have the new HD digital master. It's a 4K restoration by David Lynch, 5.1 surround DTS HD master audio, uncompressed stereo soundtracks, newly remastered by Lynch. Cool. And the original re-recording mixers, Dean Hurley and Ron. And I really like that the audio is also remastered by Lynch. David Lynch, if you've never paid attention to the audio in any of his films, definitely pay attention to the audio. I mean, obviously things like, Eraserhead, I think it's really obvious what the the audio is doing to you in that film. But definitely listen to the audio in his films. If you need to make that like a future watch, just to really pay attention to that. Because his films and audio are incredible. We got two other films. This is a 2-disc Blu-ray release. So 2 films from 2007. Lynch 1 and Lynch 2, and Black and White, the makers of David Lynch, The Art Life. Cool. Let's see, a conversation between actors Laura Dern and Kyle MacLachlan. More Things That Happened, to 75 minutes of extra scenes. Ballerina, short film by Lynch. A reading by David Lynch of excerpts from Room to Dream, which is his 2018 book. Trailer, subtitles, and excerpts from Richard A. Barney's book, David Lynch Interviews. Cool. All of these have trailers, so I'm not going to play them right now. I'll go through those later. All right, cool. So we've got a David Lynch film. We've got a John Woo film. Okay, not looking too close at what the next one is. All right. So this one is Spine 1176. This is directed by Joan Micklin Silver. I don't know too many of her movies. I'm familiar with the name. I've heard the name. But this is Chilly Scenes of Winter. The trailblazing Joan Micklin Silver, one of only 5 women to direct a film for Hollywood studio in the 1970s, digs fearlessly into the psychology of a thorny relationship in this anti-romantic comedy based on Anne Beatty's best-selling novel about lovelorn civil servant Charles, played by John Hurd, and his married but separated co-worker Laura, played by Mary Beth Hurt. Months after their affair has ended, Charles is haunted by memories as he desperately attempts to rekindle a love that perhaps never was, switching deftly between past and present. Micklin Silver guides this piercing deconstruction of male wish fulfillment fantasy beyond standard moving romance tropes to something more complicated and cuttingly truthful. Interesting. I like that. I also like John Hurd. So, interesting. Let's see. So, a new 4K digital transfer. This is only in Blu-ray, so no 4Ks so far. Although if I'm right and it is Mildred Pierce, that's probably going to be a 4K. Uncompressed monaural soundtrack. New program featuring producers Griffin Dunn, Mark Metcalf, and Amy Robinson. Documentary from 1983 by Katia Raganelli about director Joan Micklin Silver. Excerpts from a 2005 interview with Micklin Silver. Original ending of the film, cut by Micklin Silver for its re-release in 1982. I love alternate endings. I like to see if what we got was better. I like to imagine what would be if my light's flickering out. I like to imagine what would be if we'd gotten the original ending. It's cool. Trailers, English subtitles, and an essay by scholar Shawnee Inalo. Cool. All right. Yep. So yeah, the very next one is Mildred Pierce by Michael Curtiz. So I'm not gonna bother reading this because this is Spine 860. It's been in the collection for a little while. So we are getting a 4K Blu-ray combo, 2 discs. I've been noticing that the digipacks are generally about 3 discs. So this being a 2 disc combo, my guess would be that that's going to be in a plastic case, not a digipack. But yeah, it looks to me like DVD may be phased out, or slowly phased out, depending on the release. I think last month there was still another DVD release, but. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'd be interested to see if my guess is correct. But generally, I would pay attention to the amount of discs. Also, which releases get DVDs. I have a feeling, someone in marketing is saying if it's an older film, maybe put a DVD out, to appeal to, anyone of an older age range who may not care about Blu-ray or high def and they just want the movies. But generally, from what I've seen, like it'll be interesting to see how this is packaged and whatnot, and what the future is for the different formats. But don't be surprised if DVD eventually gets phased out. I think it's cool that they've been doing DVD as long as they have. But I think Blu-ray's been around for over 15 years at this point. So yeah, that's it. So three new entries, 1 new 4K. Yeah. So I'm excited, actually. There's 3 movies. 2 of them I've never heard of. 1 that I haven't seen, but it is a David Lynch release, which is great because I would like to have a full David Lynch Criterion collection. Oh man, that light right at the end. Thanks, light. And Mildred Pierce, I don't have, and I have been wanting it. So maybe it'd be worth getting that 4K Blu-ray dual release just to have both. I don't know that I'll do it right away, but it'll be on my radar. So that's it. Thank you for joining me. I know I don't have a lot of content up right now, but feel free to subscribe. That would be great. I'd like to see, if anybody is interested in anything I'm putting out. Like this video, if you liked it, if you thought any of the information I gave out, or if you like my face, I'd appreciate it. You can give it a like at that point. But anyway, so that's it. Video over. Thank you for joining me.